difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Face to real chance! It's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Thuram! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And instinct climbs up big!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Barella clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Knocks it into space. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In by... Oh, what a climb! Oh, crossbar! And one more try! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a throw. There's a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. Shoots! He is through here. Expertly cut out, really nice. And the finish! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Modric plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Thuram receives it in a wide position. Great football, shot and save. Rafael Leao, and that could set him on his way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Van Basten. Thuram. That's been cut out, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gonzalez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Back into the middle. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for up. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
There he is, the one they call the divine ponytail.
Well, that is his trademark, isn't it?
Yeah, and everything connected to that ponytail is footballing perfection. His guile, his passing, and his goals are things of legend.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Dybala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. Benacer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. He's tried one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Pull it. And this is Shevchenko. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Turan picks it up out wide. Deep cross. And that should get struck first time. No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Locatelli. Pull it. And it's De Bruyne. Looking to play him in. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And Shevchenko! Oh, he's really drilled it. Now it's Hullet. And this is De Bruyne. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now what about this cross? And now the breakaway. Now it's Shevchenko. He's through here. Oh, he's been caught up. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
And here's Dybala. Roberto Baggio.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Seedorf. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shevchenko. And this is De Bruyne. Roberto Baggio.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Del Piero. Now it's Batistuta. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's under a lot of pressure there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Roberto Baggio. Del Piero. Nice control. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Dybala. And the finish! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bastoni. And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So it's back to business.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Del Piero. That's a decent clearance. Locatelli. And it's Dybala. Batistuta. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Del Piero. And now they can spring out of defence. Shevchenko. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Baggio. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Barella, looking for options for movement. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. Played into the middle. Climbs up big! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram. Benacer. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench.
Oh, what a... Oh, off the bar! Decent enough try.
Roberto Baggio must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
And the pass is intercepted. Bastoni. Benacer. Roberto Baggio. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. And there's... Bullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, there is that...
Big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pull it. Well, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. And he's on his way. And pull it! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Ribery! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ribery receives it in a wide position. Çalhanoğlu. Ribery. And he welcomes it in. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
This is threatening to become a really good game. And Dybala! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, well played.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that really is so impressive. And this is Inzaghi! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Il quarto uomo indica
It's
6 minuti di recupero.
Good save, keeper read that well.
Çalhanoğlu really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Ribery, great vision. That ball looks a good one. Osimhen! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Osimhen has it out wide and in space. Oh, sweet feet. Dybala. We are into stoppage time. Dybala, looking for the run. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As Holding...
Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Ribery. Knocks it into space. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Takes aim and crosses. It'll be a throw-in. Danger averted for now. Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's a sharp pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pull it. Can he get on the end of this? That's a decent clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Thuram! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tries the cut. And the finish! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Great ball if he can get there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He has found the way, takes a shot! It's loose, and there's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. No, that's been intercepted. He is through here. Threads one in. Good ball, good take.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Ribery. Buongiorno. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Thuram. Thuram has a look inside the box. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ribery just eases him off the ball. And here's Hullet. Zaniolo. Now, what about a counter-attack? De Vrij makes the interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pull it. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been clubbed away. And it's Barella. Locatelli. And here's Thuram. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, he rises! Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Rashford. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe is flagged offside. Rudiger cuts it out. He's in a great position here.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Piqué defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Hazard.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Owen. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Bale. Looking for a runner. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Guardiola. Out towards the flank. That's very neat. He's picked his way through. Picks out, takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. Out for a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Alonso. Now this could shoot! There's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now that's well seen too. Koundé. Now it's Solot. He shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Xabi Alonso. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. deftly out wide. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Xabi Alonso is fouled. Koundé. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Surlot. And here's Bale. It's a good spell of possession, this. Hazard. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Skims one in. Dispatched clinically. And that was his 20th goal for this team. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It's come through and he's had a quick bullish header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's Owen. Oh, that's a key interception. Koundé gets good distance on it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Madrid come roaring back in quite some very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Madrid are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to belt it away. Spread it left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Goulet for Bale. Xabi. And here's Rashford. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Goulet. And that could set him on his way. He's got two. It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's
Shot, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Clinical, just clinical. Can he finish? Owen, chance! Great football, shot and save.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Sorlot. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rudiger. Neymar with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos
Madrid
por
still have the cards to affect this game.
El dorsal 8.
Well played, that
El
has
dorsal
snuffed
13.
out the danger.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good strength. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. He is through here. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rivaldo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Chance here to counter. Strong running down that left flank. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he welcomes it in. It's Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Big chance! No, not quite. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, well measured. He won't be happy with that one. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Xavi Alonso. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And the shot! Oh, extraordinary. Spread out to the left. Gavi. That ball looks a good one. Xavi. Out to the left it goes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And decent chance! He's been caught on it here! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that looks... Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Maradona with... And again! Oh, it's hit the post!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's a goal kick. Oh, given away. And a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. It is a truly passionate scene here. Always has been ever since this ground first opened. This unique feeling is something that has rarely changed, even through major modernisations down the years. The action has already started. Now it's Solot. Hoisted in. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. And the shot! That is delicious! A finish of true class! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And here's Bale. And he was alert to it. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe. Zaragoza were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Pedri. Now Mbappe.
Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that was very necessary. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Mbappe. Yamal. Now Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for the run. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it shapes to shoot! Pedri. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Howson. Azar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Referee has just said play on. Vermeer pinches it off him. Chooses to go crossfield. Decent progress down the left. Tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free. Pedri tries to clear. Yamal. And now the breakaway. Now it's Bale. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Pedri. Shot could be Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pass somewhat off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Great vision. Now it's Bale. Now it's Yamal. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Hazard. And here's Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Hazard. Hazard. This is promising. Lovely pass. He's having a shot! Yes, it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's an excellent interception. Lewandowski.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Lewandowski. Out of play for a goal kick.
Cambio di giocatori.
Goulet. Well, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Yamal.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
That's going right the way across. Now it's Bale. Hazard. Bale in acres of space out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Lewandowski. Oh, now can they counter? Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. That's a shade optimistic. Koundé gets it clear. That's a decent clearance. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Vermin. Goulet with the slide tackle there.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Hazard. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Decent enough try.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Lewandowski, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Madrid have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Punched away. Chooses to go back. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
He has found the way through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 15, numero 16. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18 e il numero 9.
And he's taking no chances there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Delivers the ball. It's their second corner of the game. Over to the left, and he whips it in. Oh, well played, well played. Zaragoza have the chance to go the other way. And it's Bale. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Pedri. Mbappe. Can he latch on to this? Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri threads one in. He's in plenty of space here, and he's heaved it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. It's gone for a throw-in.
Ci saranno
Bale.
5 minuti di recupero.
Pedri. Tony Moya. Maradona. Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, he's been flattened there.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid have been handed a game-changing chance to turn a deficit into a lead. The comeback is complete. As close to a certainty as can be.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. That has been slung wide. He is through here! And a chance! And that is the last effort of the game. Madrid have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Rafael Leao.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Rafael Leao is having a shot! Played in, and he's following up! And he's done it! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Number 10.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Odo tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? He's away! That's another chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get it through? Chalhanoglu. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao.
McTominay.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Serginho. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Ribery.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Pulisic. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got tall. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barella picks it up out wide. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Chalhanoglu. Now it's Chalhanoglu. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's De Bruyne.
Laos can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Tries a shot! He scores! They
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please be reminded that
The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean...
Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well measured. Pulisic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ribéry. Pass is just off target. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Rafael Leao. Adriano. Looking to play him in. It's Adriano! And Tomori. Barella. Pull it. And he plays one through. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Tomori is the guilty party there.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And now they can clear their lines. Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now a sudden chance to counter. Just the keeper to beat! Shapes to shoot! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
61 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, important interception. Now it's Thuram.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Serginho. Now it's Rafael Leao. And this is Ribery. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now then, the ball's come loose. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Hullet. Çalhanoğlu. Odo. Aimed beyond the defence. Pulisic going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's in on goal! De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Odo. Great vision. He's in a great position here.
Nakhon Ratchazima really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Knocks it into space. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Odo. That looks a good ball through. And here's Çalhanoğlu. And this decent chance! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ribery. No, it's not getting there.
Nakhon Ratchazima can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Bastoni. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And a chance! He scored! And this is getting better and better.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Added minutes has been indicated.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Costa Curta. And that has left him in a heap. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 4 extra minutes added on. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And The lead is and there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Mouse desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fan...